Okay, explain the slope development in humid tropical region. Okay, evolution of landmass due to weather inclusion and mass movement process. Okay. Higher rainfall, high temperature, deep weathering profiles, lateralization, leaching, mass wasting, fluvial erosion. Okay. Davison cycle of erosion, humid tropical, deep weathering disrupts the expected cycle nature. Youth maturity old. Okay, prank. Okay. You haven't written conclusion for this answer. Priti?
Yes,
Mod-
sir.
Yeah. You haven't written conclusion for this answer.
Sorry, sir, I forgot.
Okay. So what we need to see here, I'll be discussing in quite brief here. Introduction. See, my question has certain keywords, that is the slope development and humid tropic region. This is very important. So when I'm talking about slope development, in humid tropic region, I am basically referring to the King's cycle of erosion. Okay, to the King's cycle of erosion, which is also called as savanna cycle of erosion. Okay, and it is also called as African cycle of erosion. Okay, so this is referring to the King's cycle of erosion in this particular aspect here. Now, what I need to see into this part, okay, what is the important part for me, that uh, I have to see here that what are the conditions of tropical region. Okay, the conditions for tropical region or humid tropical region. Here there is number one, intense chemical weathering. There is intense chemical weathering, then high precipitation, then number three, vegetation cover. Okay, so here we need to apply King's slope replacement theory. Okay, slope replacement theory is provided by King. We will see here that initially he has followed the Davison cycle of erosion for the upliftment part. That is the initial stage. Then there is youth stage. Then there is mature stage. And there is old stage. Now, here there is development of two things. Number one, there is development of mesa and butte. And second thing, there is development of paddy plain, which is starting from the youth itself. So these two things are quite important here. The slope, it is declining almost in a parallel manner. So this is slope 1, slope 2, slope 3, slope 4. Okay, this is mesa and this is paddy plain. With every erosion cycle, there is increase in the paddy plain. And the mesa, it is declining here. So this is one of the part quite important from the perspective of the tropical humid regions. Okay. Now, second thing what we'll be seeing that we need to provide certain postulates of this theory. That is, number one, we need to provide the upper slope, which is steep. And here we have a free face. Okay, here we have a free face. Then the decline in the angle is not steep. Rather, it is quite gentle. Okay, meaning there will be decline in the slope like this. So this is mesa, this is butte, and this is Inselberg. Okay, which will be progressing from youth to mature and to old stage. Okay, now here we are seeing that there is a quite parallel retreat is taking place. So what factors we can see here that is happening in this particular part? So we need to provide certain basic aspects here. For example, precipitation, it is around 200 centimeters. Okay, the temperature, it is very high. Okay, it is almost around greater than 37 degrees Celsius in the average manner, that is annual. Okay, the vegetation cover, it is quite thick. Okay, then we can see the major kind of soil here, it will be laterite soil. Okay, now the heavy precipitation and heavy rainfall, it will be resulting here into the wash and sheet erosion. Okay, which results into the formation of deep relogates. Okay, it results into the formation of deep relogates. Now, when we look at the slope component, number one, we have upper slope, which is also called as scarp face or free face. Okay, that is scarp face. It is formed because of weathering, that is rockfall plus landslide. Okay, which results into the steepness decline. Then number two, mid slope. Okay, this we are taking this into a next depth level. Okay, so this is basically the transport zone, which is dominated by soil creep, then wash erosion, which is basically resulting into convexity slope. Number 3, the lower slope. It is the deposition zone. Under deposition zone, we'll be saying that it is a gentle concave, also called as foot slope. Okay, this is also called as foot slope here. So what we'll be saying here that this kind of condition have certain cases in the India and in the world. So number one, we can apply it to Western Ghats. Okay, so under Western Ghats, we can see Kerala region of the Kodagu belt, which undergoes same kind of condition here. Then under the region of Savannah, which is present in Africa. Okay, this can be applied here. It is also applied in the region of South Africa, where it was majorly studied. Okay, then we can also apply it to Meghalaya Plateau and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, now this particular framework, it provides us a basic structure that how we can approach for this question. Now, what question is saying? We will just go through it again. Explain the slope development and human-tropic regions. Human-tropic regions. Okay. So we have covered here that how the slope will be developed along with cases in the different regions of the world. Now we will be concluding this part as this question stands for 10 marks. So here we'll be writing the humid tropic region, the slope development. It is basically provided by King's parallel retreat model. Okay, which is helping us in understanding evolution of slope. Okay, which is highly useful for planning, settlement, agriculture, and infrastructure development. With this part, we can conclude this question here. Okay, so it's okay, Priti. Are you able to understand this? Okay, so you can see the difference that how we can take approach for the question, the answer that you have written and the answer what I have provided for the humid tropic region. Because for the humid tropic region, you have to be very specific with the where is humid tropic region and which cycle is associated with humid tropic. Okay, for example, if it would had been temperate region, okay, temperate region. So for temperate region, Davis cycle is working. For the Planck, will be saying that it is a universal cycle. Okay, so it has been divided on the basis of the application of the regions. So Davison universal, but majorly towards the temperate region. Okay, but the King cycle, it is more dedicated to the Savannah cycle or the Savannah region. Okay. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Explain the role of geomorphic agents in shaping landforms in periglacial regions. Okay, so this is also an important question. This question is for 15 marks for 200 words. Okay, you can take 5 minutes. You can write an approach for this question in 5 minutes, then we'll discuss it. Have you written, Priti?
No, sir.
Okay, you're still writing. Done, Priti?
I'm writing conclusion.
Okay.
Sir, I'm uploading the pic.
Okay. Okay. The periglacial regions which are categorized by permafrost, permafrost. Okay, these agents are freeze-thaw cycles, permafrost dynamics, seasonal melt, water melt occurs under cold dynamic condition. Okay. First action. Okay, permafrost dynamics. Permafrost irregular landscapes. Gelifluction. Slow down slope movement. Very good. Nevoidal processes. Very good. Geomorphic agents. Okay. So answer which is written here, Priti, it is very good. Okay, very good. But I want here to you to add certain aspects. Okay. Uh, Discussing from the answer writing point of view, I just need certain things to be added here. Okay, first thing what we need to add here. Okay, your answer is quite good. It is consisting of all the processes related to weathering, erosion, all this part. That is the geomorphic agents. Now, things what we need to add up here. Number one, we need to write here the cycle of erosion, which was not provided by Davis. But one of the student of Davis, his name is Peltier. Do you know about him? Peltier?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So you are not aware about Peltier. So Peltier is one of the person. Actually, what happened? Davis has given one cycle of erosion, and he said that this cycle of erosion is applied universally, like for the coastal landforms, for the uh, fluvial landforms, for the aeolian landforms. So he did not give this cycle of erosion. He did not apply it on the periglacial landscapes. But his few of his students who were researching on the cycle of erosion, they saw that this cycle is applied differently over the periglacial landforms. Therefore, Peltier came out with the cycle of erosion of periglacial region. So this is also called as periglacial cycle of erosion. Now, under this part, what is happening here? For example, this is the region. Okay, so this is, we will be considering as a landform. And this is in youth stage. Okay, here also we will see that the landform, it will be undergoing through the all the four processes. There will be initial uplift, then there will be youth stage, then there will be mature stage, and then there will be old stage. Okay, so under the youth stage, what is happening here, there are certain landforms, and here we will see that there is certain cross section, then number two, solifluction, number three, jellyfluction, number four, river water erosion, number five, neviation. Okay, which is resulting into neviation hollows. It is also aeolian erosion. Okay, this is taking place here. So there is various frost action. This is resulting into the down cutting of this particular landscape. And these particular aspects, okay, whatever erosion is taking place here, it is also deposited in the nearby regions. It is also deposited in this nearby regions by the process of transport. Okay, so this is happening in this stage one. This is number one, youth stage. Then we have mature stage. And in the third phase, we'll be seeing that we have a phase where we have almost peneplain formed. This is old stage. And here we see the formation of peneplain. And the landforms which are formed as the old part, they are also called as cryoplane. Okay, and the process is called as cryoplanation. This is also called as the process of altiplanation. Okay, so all these processes, they are acting here: jellyfluction, solifluction, cross section, neviation process. So all these things are happening here. So this is defining us the periglacial cycle of erosion, which is given by Peltier. Okay, then here we can say that it is applied. Okay, case studies we can take up here. Number one, Siberia region, which is in Russia. Number two, Alaska region, which is in USA. Number three, it can also be seen in the region of Antarctica. Okay, it can also be seen in the region of Northern Europe, mainly in the region of Scandinavia, but the glaciers are found. Okay, so these things we can apply here in these regions. The cases can be seen here. Now, what we can see here that you have written the conclusion is also good here. So they also help us in understanding landscape. Okay, now two things. One thing, this is a rock, and this is a sediment deposition. This is a cryoplane or an altiplane. In Davis term, it is also peneplain. Okay, so these regions, they are not stable, they are unstable. Okay, so in this region, we need to have a planning, we need to have a geological survey, for infrastructure development, and settlement system. To make this region hazard free zone. So this can be taken up in the answer part here. Okay, so this is the point which I want you to add in your answer, which is quite important, because geomorphic agents we have talked about, shaping landforms, how the landforms are being shaped. We have talked about periglacial regions. We need to add this part. We need to have a perception with respect to Peltier, cycle of erosion, this diagram. Then particularly this diagram is needed to be added up here for explaining the process. Okay, Priti? Yes, you have to add those diagrams in answer. Okay, you got a better view of the answer. Okay, so what we will see here, this is one of the part for geomorphology where we have understood writing answers for various kind of landforms which we see in the geography optional. So we'll be having a session tomorrow also. Okay, so this is a MentorQuest program. It is one of the most unique program for answer writing, where you can write your answers and will be helping you to update your answer, make your answer more perspective based. Okay, model series and laws based, which will help you to understand the themes in a better way. Okay, Priti, so see you tomorrow. We'll continue the session tomorrow. Take care.